Well, good morning. Good morning. It's Rach here, an award-winning award writer with the awards people, sitting here with Fab. It's like we've spent all week together. We had a dinner earlier in the week and Stephen was a guest at that dinner. So thank you so much for coming over again and spending some more time with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
I know how phenomenally busy you are and how busy your business is, so I'm not insensible to it. This is Stephen. Stephen is going to introduce himself in a minute because you know what I'm like, friends. But Stephen runs a fabulous business over in Loughborough in Leicestershire called Ocean King. Stephen, tell us a little bit about you and your fabulous business, and then we'll jump into all things awards.
Okay. My name's Stephen Tighe. I'm the Managing Director of Ocean King Ltd. We're based in Loughborough. We are an imports and distribution company sourcing products from all over the world, primarily East Asia, Vietnam, China, Thailand, but we're also dabbling from India, even South America, Brazil,
Wow.
Ecuador, yeah. And then it comes into our little hub in Loughborough, where we store, so we have a capacity of approximately 600 pallets within our premises, and we distribute within our own vehicles throughout the whole of the UK.
Wow.
From as far south of Southampton all the way up to Edinburgh and Glasgow. And
Hey, Glasgow, Pam.
Fantastic place to
Native. And it's all to do with seafood.
Well, we started with prawns, so when people ask me what do we do, we do sell prawns.
Yeah.
However, over the years as we've grown and met customer demands, our product range has increased. So initially it was prawns. We went into meat and poultry, all in frozen sector, and then in the last 5 years we've gone into the dry goods, what's known as the ambient temperature products like rice, noodles, oils. So it's a bolt-on, and it's just adding to that customer service.
And the customers that you're supplying, what kind of industry are they?
It's primarily the Chinese Oriental takeaways and restaurants. We do some Chinese supermarkets as well. Specialty is the Chinese side of the industry.
Fantastic. And how long have you been going now?
22 years.
Yeah,
it really has.
22 years? Wow.
Yes. So, Ocean King consists of 4 directors. All of us are brothers.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the eldest, and my father and my mother still in the business, very active, and watches over us. So 22 years ago, my father and I purchased a big truck, refrigerated, and decided to knock on the doors of takeaways and restaurants and try to empty a truckload of prawns. And that's what we did. And we're a Vietnamese immigrant family, and my father, he's been working since he's 8 years old.
Gosh.
And that hard work and all the ethics was really driven into us at a very early age. So whilst we were driving around, we were clocking 18 hours a day, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. And even up to now, I'd say we still haven't had our family holiday. I mean, all my father's known since he's come here is work, and to provide for the family. And so the family values is what's so strong within our company now, and anybody that comes on literally sees that and adopts it, and they become part of the Ocean King family. So anybody who walks in the door is welcome with open arms, and that's how it's been. But
I remember you talking about this journey to me when we very first met, and I was blown away by the story, the whole thing of starting with, as you say, you and your dad, a truck, getting rid of a load full of prawns, and then developing into multiple locations and big freezers, and then ultimately going through to where you are now. And that really resonated with me. But when you asked me about the awards and entering and winning awards, it was a very specific remit, wasn't it? Which is around the whole celebrating the team.
Yeah, the people. That is the main reason to our existence today. The people who work with us, who work in Ocean King is how we have become what we are today. And if we cast back to 22 years ago when we first started, you can imagine I'd not really worked in corporate. I was just fresh out of university, and you're going from being a student to a business owner. And the whole cliches of how small business owners work, literally, we are jack of all trades. So at the time, myself and my father, we were truck drivers. I've got a C-class license. We were order takers. When we knocked on the doors of the customers with customer relations, we went in, we took the orders, we picked from the vehicle, so we're doing stock maintenance, we dealt with invoicing, credit note, all handwritten in the kitchen of the customer premises. And then the other side of the business where you're dealing with truck maintenance, you're dealing with solicitors, bank managers, accountants, it's all done by ourselves. But as we've grown and going from that student to that business, in life, at school and at university, college, there's no specific course to teach you how to be a business manager. Mm-hmm. There's nothing to teach you how to sell things effectively and how to run a business on a daily basis, how to watch cash flows, how to forecast projections, etc. And the most important thing, what I've learned in that period, is the management of people. And the biggest headache a lot of businesses have, and you ask the majority of business owners, their main concern has always been people, HR, and for me that was a sharp learning curve. Mm-hmm. So, well, luckily for me, it was just myself and my father, and then as each brother left university, they joined. so it wasn't until almost 8 years later when we actually moved out of our garage where our small freezers were into the state-of-the-art massive cold store we have in Loughborough, that we started thinking, this is when we need to bring people on. And it was a struggle to start with. Nobody taught us how to advertise a job. Mm. Nobody told us how to interview for a job. Nothing about how to do contracts, how to reward people for when they did well, how to motivate people. And so everything we did was very much on a brotherly love, sisterly love basis. You come in, we'll put arms around you, and we'll try to nurture you, because that's the only way I've known to do business. Mm-hmm. And as we've grown, we have learned that the most important thing really is the people, because when we are within, and this, all this and what I'm saying sounds so cliche because it's in every business. We are firefighting every single angle of business that we are, and you try to bring in people who'll do each job better than you can. Mm-hmm. I'm quite proud of the team that we have, because I can honestly say I've got better order takers than me, better accounts people. The apprentices we brought in excel beyond what my accounting skills. So there's the sales ledger, purchase ledger, spot on. The reconciliations to do, amazing. The warehouse manager and his team around him are so accurate with their stock check. Back in the day, we were just dealing with one truck full of products, and all I had to do was count everything else in the end of my truck, and hopefully it was empty by the end of the day. But these guys are keeping 3 months worth of stock, not just within our premises, but spread over 2 premises, but also third-party premises. We've got, I'd say, about 500 pallets outside of Ocean King that is owned by us purely because we run out of space. And these guys are maintaining that stock, making sure the quality's there, the rotation's there. So again, they do an amazing job. And then we've got a bunch of drivers who not only are much better drivers than me, and their timekeeping, and most importantly, their customer service skills are, because because we're so centrally based, I used to go out on the road and see customers literally on a daily basis. Now I probably go out and see my bunch of customers once a month. That these drivers see them day to day, and they are the face of the company, but they do it with so much passion, engagement. They understand the customer, and I get about understanding the customer from our side as directors. We then knew that we had to understand our people, and their goals. Everybody's goals are different in life, and that's what I learned quite early on. That what I wanted to achieve in life when I was a single man without a family, but I just wanted to go out at the weekend and just have a good time and enjoy. But as I've grown and I've got 2 young kids now, I just want to spend all my time with them. But everybody who comes in has a different perspective of what their goals are.
Sure.
And it's very important that we home into those goals. And all directors have been, and all management structure has been trained to do one-to-ones with all our employees. Everybody comes in isn't a number. There's big blue chip companies. We used to admire them and how they deal with, but what turns out that small businesses like ours, with that personal touch, knowing what each individual thrives on. For example, there's some people that come with us, they've never been abroad on holiday. So one of his goals was to actually go on a plane to Mediterranean, like that by the end of his first year with us. And we tried to identify what these goals are. So you know, working, it's easy to fall into the trap where people are financially motivated, but in reality, people want to be loved. People want to see that the management care about them, the company cares about them.
That they're part of something.
Yeah, absolutely. And so once you've got that engagement, and it's true love. It is, but it's about loving both ways. You love them, they'll love you, and that's what we're trying to learn. And that's where the awards come in, because quite proudly, we've never spent a penny on any sort of advertising. We've grown, you know, knocking on doors before, and the rest of the business has been word of mouth. So, yeah, people there might not have heard of Ocean King.
You have now.
but we've continued to grow our customer base. We're at 600 now. 400 of them are active weekly customers.
Good grief. And
these are wholesale customers. So we continue to grow, and we're obviously doing something right. So in terms of marketing, yeah, we've got steady growth, and I like to keep growth within our own capacity. The worst thing we could do is overpromise and not be able to deliver. And one of the best things about what we do is that we do not fail delivery. I famously put on our Facebook that last year we beat the Beast from the East, and even big blue chip companies like DHL failed their deliveries to KFC. I don't know if you heard about that scandal.
Oh, I did hear about it,
but
yeah.
touch wood that our people have been able to keep us going through the snow, through the flood, everything. They get the job done, and it's all within our core values. So the awards, I looked at the awards not for appreciation of what myself, my brothers and my father has achieved as a business, because recognition for the staff, that's where it has to be. So the awards I look for you, I was very specific about my criteria.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't an ego boost or anything like that for the directors. It literally is recognition from outside of Ocean King, our little bubble, that we are doing something right, the team is doing something right, the family's doing something right, the people doing something right.
And how have you shared, because you've had some good success already in terms of being finalists and some key awards. How do you share that success with your people when you get the news that you're...
Oh, it's a big celebration. So depending on who's done awards, we usually get, well, from family business, we're a big golden balloon, put it proudly.
Oh, brilliant.
And we invite our people to come with us to join on the night. And it's a great night. Like there's a buzz, there's that excitement, there's an air of competition against other people.
Yeah.
So we stand at unit, you know, do get a bit rowdy, I suppose. There is alcohol on the table, but it's a fantastic night to spend with people you work with. Yeah, there's not many opportunities you go out and, you know, just
Absolutely.
Good jolly, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I sometimes say with Pam, you know, if it ain't fun, then it's just so much more hard work. You can have some fun. Yes, business is serious. You know, you've got a big business, you're a multi-million-pound turnover business. You're looking to move premises because, like you're saying, you've run out of space already. So you've got to try to future-proof the business. You've got big things to consider, and I'm not underestimating that. But if you can't have a bit of fun with it as well, seriously, it just makes it even more hard work. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah, and again, that comes to, well, work-life balance comes into it. And yeah, fun and hard work. It is great if you, or anyone, they thrive to have a job that they love to come to and enjoy the work and try to achieve an ultimate goal for the company as well as for themselves. And yeah, as long as everybody is engaged with that, then it can be fun.
Yeah.
Business can be fun. Working can be fun. Yeah, especially when we've got awards to go to, and yeah.
Good for you. I mean, we speak about on this, we have so many different people who come in and spend time with us, like your good self, and they've all got different reasons for entering awards, but the whole people thing, I mean, I had somebody sit with me just recently and they'd won several awards, and they said, no longer do we have to go out and find people to come work with us. We get unsolicited CVs being sent in to us now going, you know, next time, could you keep this on file? Because next time you've got an opening, could you consider me? And he said the difference it's made to his business, not having to keep going out and finding people, but have people coming to him, has just been, it's like night and day. I mean, have you started to experience anything like that?
Yes, I have actually, and it's only recently.
Brilliant.
So yeah, it's funny you should say that because, well, I'm connected to the Facebook account, you see, of Ocean King, and each time we post something to do with the awards and all the people being together, we have had an influx of people who are asking if we have vacancies even when we're not advertising.
Yeah.
And what I said earlier, when we weren't taught about how to advertise for a job, and we struggled to get numbers in to come and work for us. Nobody heard of Ocean King, but yeah, it must be the exposure we've had through Leicester Mercury, like being posted on their websites and the newspaper that people read, stuck in their head. Ocean King, good company to work for.
Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, that's great news.
It is. And it does make it, obviously it makes the process easier if people want to come to work to you as opposed to you. Because we've had so many times when we've booked interviews and people don't turn up for interviews.
It's so frustrating.
And it's a big difference when people actually want to come to work to you. Yeah.
Well done. So what about plans for the future then? Where are we at? That looks like you're having a celebration there.
Yes, it is.
Love it. What about the future? What does the future look like for Ocean King then and for Stephen and co?
Yes, so there's a 2-year plan to move into bigger premises as we spoke. So we're working from a 10,000 square feet property now, and we are actively looking for something at least 3 times its size.
Gosh.
We are looking to bring more people in, and we're going to explore the other avenues of increasing turnover proactively. For some reason, and we've been looking and touch wood, like I said, we never really put much into our marketing side or advertising side to increase our turnover, purely because of capacity. We don't have enough space for it, but now I just feel it's the right time. Our people are engaged, they want the company to do well, so with that sort of culture now, I just feel it's a great time to be able to look at new premises and to take that step, because it's going to be a big move. It's going to be
huge.
Yeah, the biggest move the company's ever done, and a huge investment. But as long as we've got the people there, they will bring into the new place the new culture, and anybody else that comes on, they'll be well looked after. And
Stephen's a very modest man, but I mean, I remember filling in one draft for one of the awards that we were entering, and somewhere in it you said that competitors come and go, and that the average lifespan of a company in your sector is 5 years, and you guys have been going now 22 and are planning for the future. So that must be testament to quality, as you say, customer service, loyalty, the team, etc., etc. So
I'd say it's actually less than 5 years.
Really?
They come and go in less than a year, majority of them.
Wow.
But yeah, competition is...
We must have been being polite on that award entry.
Yeah, it is particularly...
But the longevity of your business, whether it's a year, 5 years for average competition, I mean, it's something that's got to be found. There's a reason why you have succeeded. And yes, of course, hard work, but quality, customer loyalty, and the team that sit behind it. Gosh, you look very smart there. Look, that's a fab one. It's down to the fact that you're obviously doing stuff right. So well done, you guys. You've obviously got great stories to tell.
Yeah, there are a few stories. I won't bore the camera with it. Yeah, but
we're going to talk off camera here, Pitty, about this.
Yeah, but...
so here's to another 22 years then.
Yeah.
Thank you so absolutely, or more, indeed more. I think why not? I can't wait for you to come back and join us and give us an update in a year or so's time where you're at and what you're doing now. But thank you so much for coming and joining us today. Before I let you go, I have 3 top quick fire questions that we ask every guest on the chair of charisma today. Don't worry, you look panicky. It's fine. Steve, breathe. So you know what it's like to be at an awards ceremony because you've been to several. You're sitting there. Somebody is on the stage and they say, and the winner is Ocean King. Do you high five or bear hug your friends around the table?
Absolutely.
Both, either, or?
It's a
What's your
I'm
natural-
a hugger.
You're a hugger?
Yeah, definitely a hugger.
You go up onto the stage, is it just yourself or do you take the whole team with you?
Oh, I'll probably just sit down and let the team
Oh,
go.
yeah, you
It's
probably
about
would,
the people.
actually.
It's the people.
I'm at the bar, I say, Stephen, who's sitting at the table, team, what are you drinking? Now think, Stephen, think. Is it champagne or Prosecco? To celebrate the win.
I'd like a rhubarb gin. And
You are a classy dude. She likes gin, you're fine.
It has to be the rhubarb.
Rhubarb gin, where'd you get rhubarb gin from?
I discovered it at one of the awards actually. Someone purchased it for me and I've never gone back. Yeah.
There's a whole range.
Is this on your radar, Panmar
There's a whole
Superstar?
range for me. Tested a few.
She's the drinker in the team, Stephen, that's all I'm saying. Right, lovely, thank you so much for joining us. We'll flash up Stephen's details about how you can contact Ocean King if you happen to be in his market segment and you're not using him. Really? What? So you can get hold of Stephen, but otherwise, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Best prawns.
There you go, from the man himself. We'll see you very soon. Take care. We'll see you next week for another fun-filled blog with some fantastic information. Until then, take care. Have a good week.
Thank you very much.